I write business plans probably for more people than I do for myself. Out of the 19 businesses that I helped generate over the years, 12 of them were for friends and family. And,
no way.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I was stationed in San Diego, and a buddy of mine, a guy who's one of our partners, Dan Kinley, his wife worked for I think Molly Maids or one of the residential cleaning companies. She was miserable. Why don't you start your own? Oh, I have no idea how to do that. Bro looked at me and goes, you know anything about that? And I said, get a case of beer.
Right.
Got a case of beer, and we sat down that week and we wrote an entire business plan, and she was in business a month later.
That's wild.
Yeah. She's still going strong out there and having a good time with it. So there's always something to do, and if you can pay it forward to other people.
Welcome to DFW Grit. I'm Dr. James Taylor, and I'm your host, and this is more than just a podcast. We dive into the stories of the movers, the shakers, the small business owners, the entrepreneurs, right here in the DFW Metroplex. This is your home for authentic, real stories that prove what happens when you don't back down. Let's get to work. And 2 points off of one of what he said, as far as like, there's just not enough good help. Like we are, as we sit here recording this, I'm a month away or a month removed from a point when I just said, fuck it. And I let everybody go. And I had a horse. Like I can't keep pulling you along. If you're not on mission, you can't be here. And then to the woman crying over onion rings, like I became along your lines. I became a chiropractor because my dad went to chiropractic school, and I like to work with my hands, and I like anatomy. Cool. Chiropractic is a wonderful marriage of those.
Sure.
So I knew the generality. I knew why people went to chiropractors, neck pain, back pain, headaches. But I know people like onion rings.
Yeah.
But then, like, she hasn't had onion rings in 10 years. And it's a weird, on the outside looking in when you're not in it, it's a hard thing to have any kind of empathy for. Okay, fine, you can't have onion rings. But when you see a woman crying over a plate of onion rings, like literally like just tears of joy.
Yeah.
Like it's nobody can prepare you for that. And that's the type of thing that, like, regardless of the industry, like when you're in it as a servant leader, it's like, oh, I'm doing something cool. If I'd have told you 5 minutes beforehand, hey, onion rings are going to change this woman's life, I'm like, oh, whatever. But then, like, you see it happen, you're like, oh, shit, onion rings just changed her life. Like, it gave her a whole new outlook. I mean, no mention of the fact that her hormones are doing this. Right. But still, like, that was the best part of her day. Maybe the best part of the whole 9-month pregnancy. Like, my wife, for instance, hated being pregnant. I tell everyone, conception was great. Everything after that sucked. And she was in no way, shape, or form the poster child for pregnancy. Get this kid out of me as soon as we can. It was just miserable. And I mean, hell, if that woman was even close to having that same kind of experience, like, there's nothing comfortable about being pregnant. I'll never know that joy. Literally, like, you could have been the best thing she had since conception.
Yeah.
That's a weird sentence.
Don't tell my wife.
Yeah.
Circle back on that.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
It was awesome just seeing, like, her reaction and several other people's just reaction to just being able to eat good gluten-free food. We have so many regulars now that come back into the restaurant just because they enjoy the food and the atmosphere that we provide. And it really just, this place has been very educational, I think, for me, at the very least, as far as like what the celiac disease does. We had 1.3 servers who worked for us, all sisters, all had celiac disease, and it all affected them differently. One server, it gave her stomach issues. Another server, it broke her skin out like hives. And the third server got paralysis if she had gluten.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's mind blowing to think, like, this kind of stuff affects people like that differently. I have no idea how it would have affected that lady who hadn't had onion rings in 10 years, but I couldn't imagine it would have been anything good. And so I think about that often. We strive to kind of make sure we are that safe environment for these people who can't eat most places these days. We took some practices I learned in the military and put them in place as far as how we prepare the food. We only have 2 items that do contain gluten now, so that helps with the chance of cross-contamination. We're very adamant about it. For example, the trays that we put the gluten-free food in are different size and shape than the other ones. You have that mindset going into it.
By looks or feel, there's no way you can screw this up,
right.
outside of intent.
Yeah, absolutely. So you take care of that mindset to put process in place so that you can minimize as best as you can. Nobody's going to get it right 100% of the time,
Mhm.
but we're pretty damn close.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm happy to say that because it really matters.
Mhm.
So we're happy with that aspect of it. But now the question is, where do you go from here? I mean, we've had people say you should franchise. You need another location, and
People asking us to expand to Fort Worth,
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma, yeah.
Arkansas, Houston,
Mhm.
a food truck idea. There's a million. I'm toying with the idea of writing a book for people that want to open up a mom and pop restaurant, because there's a lot that you don't know until you get into it.
Especially in food service.
Especially, yeah, and it changes all the time. So I mean, I don't know how long the book would be relevant, but it might be an opportunity to pay it forward a little bit and say, hey, listen, you're going to pay sales tax in 3 different areas, and this is what they are. I didn't know this. You need to pay attention to this part. Staffing. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this just got good. The cost of food. Ooh, it's related to everything. The cost of gas. Where do you actually make money? Catering is nice. Catering helps out a lot of. It seems to be a common theme.
Catering up in Red Oak, maybe not.
Maybe yeah,
That's a bit of a drive.
A little bit of a drive, especially with gas prices now.
Here's what to look for in a landlord. Here's what
Yes.
to avoid.
Yes.
You got lots to say about that.
So did your predecessor.
Yeah. So, and luckily it's a different landlord. That team sold right after we. So we ended up with a better situation.
Because when you guys I used to work out. Was it Terra Village Shopping Center?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. So right next to Anna's, there used to be a gym.
Yep.
DT. So I worked out there, and yeah, same thing. Like previous landlords left a lot to be desired.
Yeah. Well, they were a husband and wife team out of California, so they weren't.
That's your problem.
And but they were so far removed, they left it in the hands of a guy, and actually he was a former Navy guy who wasn't the greatest, and so it made it very difficult to make the deal in the first place, because we wanted to make sure that we were walking into a good situation to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of degrees, and I learned that you always want to set yourself up for success and not failure, because there'll be enough outside influence that'll push the failure button for you. So that's kind of how that came to play. But it's there's a lot more that we can do with it. We're just trying to find the time and the people to keep it spinning in a forward direction, always stepping forward one foot at a time, never going backwards. And if you have time to have a good time with it in the meantime, then why the hell wouldn't you?
I mean, and like you said, I mean, you like to stay busy.
Yeah.
There's enough in the restaurant alone.
Yep.
To keep that going.
And we're always looking for different opportunities too. I mean, whether it's in food service or whether it's in anything else. I write business plans probably for more people than I do for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 19 businesses that I helped generate over the years, 12 of them were for friends and family.
No way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I was stationed in San Diego, and a buddy of mine, a guy who's one of our partners, Dan Kinley, his wife worked for I think Molly Maids or one of the residential cleaning companies. She was miserable. Why don't you start your own? Oh, I have no idea how to do that. Bro looked at me. His nickname is Bro. He looked at me and goes, you know anything about that? And I said, get a case of beer. Right? Got a case of beer, and we sat down that weekend. We wrote an entire business plan, and she was in business a month later.
That's wild.
Yeah. She's still going strong out there and having a good time with it. So there's always something to do, and if you can pay it forward to other people, that's even better.
So is this back to the business plan thing? So is this something like people are seeking you out for? Is this another job for you?
It should be.
It's more fun than anything. I can sit down with a business plan for almost anybody and go over it in a weekend and make some suggestions. I don't capitalize on all the good ideas. I wish I did, but I don't. But I have a couple of areas that I can steer people towards, and I know resources like, for example, we're big advocates of SCORE. SCORE has helped us tremendously. We had a mentor by the name of Greg Kalina. that helped
What
us
is
out.
SCORE?
SCORE is it's I don't know the acronym, and I should. It's retired executives.
Okay.
The program is funded through the Small Business Administration, and they get a conglomerate of retired executives that help small businesses start up or help them achieve better greatness.
Yeah.
It's all free, and the people that come in have the experience and the corporate knowledge like nobody's business. And it's incredible. We hooked up with a restaurant guy, also a Navy guy, but don't hold that against him, named Greg Kalina, and he had a series of restaurants over the years. And when we were trying to put together the beer garden, he was a tremendous advocate for that. And read through, we did 8 or 9 revisions of our business plan and the menu and everything else. And
he was very knowledgeable.
Yeah, so a great avenue. UTA has a veterans business association down there. That's a team of vets down there that work with veteran-owned businesses primarily, and they're tremendous down there. They do all kinds. I mean, it's funny because I was telling everybody before we started doing the restaurant, I need a challenge, and I would write these business plans when I was the slow times on a watch back when I was in uniform, and you go through the whole series of this, and you think, how can I make this better? The end game is I'd like to finish up. I want to get my doctorate. I want to get my doctorate in leadership, entrepreneurship, and management. There's a very clear definition between leadership and management, and I think that gets blurred so many times. My dad's mentor, Grace Hopper, used to teach that quite a bit, and it always kind of resonated very well with me. And I'd like to teach at the university level because I think it matters, and that's kind of the end goal. I want to use my experiences for the betterment of peers, friends, family, and people off the street that have the desire and the internal flame to do this.
If I could make a suggestion, if you end up in front of a class teaching that course, make it mandatory in person.
Oh yeah,
it
would have to be. I mean,
like that. I mean, that's what so much business is, and I think it's just below the surface of damn near everything you've been saying. Is just the relationships you guys have cultivated over the years. And my wife was in higher education at UTA, and one of the first things she said, and this was 12 years ago now, these kids can't talk to people.
Yeah.
Like not even like we're like they talk to like how many people have interviewed to be servers and they can't look you in the eye in the interview. Well, if you can't look me in the eye, how you can look a customer in the eye? Because like you don't look at the customer, and that before the food even gets there, good, bad, or indifferent. Like, well, this experience kind of sucks.
Yeah.
We had 160 applicants for our last go round of
we
positions.
Just recently did a hiring stem. We hired 2 servers and a back house guy, and I went through 167 applications.
6, 7. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
You're good.
I've got a first and a third grader. It's reflexive.
We mess with our front of house manager because he's got little kids. We do that around him, and he loses his mind. But no. So we went through 167 applications, and it's people who have applied, and I reached out and I'm like, hey, come on in for an interview, and a very large majority of the people would schedule an interview with me and then not show up at all. And I'm like,
man.
And so I have I told Jose, our front house manager, that we'll get about half of those that apply, and from there, half of those won't even show up. And from there, the half that do show up are not what we're looking for. They're not.
The availability is not what we need.
The availability is not what we need. And
like just on, like I told you, like I like my whole staff has gone, hired all new ones, and one girl that works for me now, she made it before I even asked her any kind of interview question. She called us up and she says, hey, I got a flat tire. I'm going to be late. Okay, fair. And she showed up maybe 5 minutes later. I was like, wow, 5 minutes after the interview was supposed to be scheduled. I'm like, man, you got that tire fixed quick. She goes, oh no, my car's still sitting out there. I just got an Uber. Okay. It doesn't matter what, like I still went through the motions.
Yeah.
No, she got the job right there. Hell yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that is, like I need to tell you, incredibly uncommon. Like I got my car's still on the side of the road.
Yeah, that's a unicorn.
What? Hell yeah, this is gonna work out well.
I'm that's kind of what I'm looking for in people that I hire too, is the people that make that kind of effort. We had a when we hired Miss Quinn,
Mhm.
she was late for her interview as well, but only by a couple of minutes. She had reached out and let us know ahead of time. And when she got there, she was like the most personable, bubbly thing. She was completely honest. She goes, I have no idea anything about celiac. She goes, but I'm willing to learn. And I was telling Jose after the interview, I was like, man, this is what I'm looking for. Is I want the people who have that kind of drive to want to learn and understand how important this is for us. And we hired her on and gave her a shot, and she's been fantastic ever since. She actually brought her best friend over from Waffle House to come work with us too. And
For a bouncer?
no,
Yeah. She worked at Waffle House. I bet she could throw a punch.
She could try it.
Yeah. But they've become two of our best servers that we have there. They're an amazing tag team when I need them on a busy weekend or during St. Patrick's Day. That was crazy.
That's a full court.
And that's kind of where a lot of our staff have come from, was people that we've given that opportunity, and then people they know who have the same kind of drive as them. I've brought over myself probably about half our staff that we have there now, Allie and Jose and a bunch of others.
Our core team are phenomenal. We could not do it without them. I guarantee it. It would be impossible. We've tried, but
sometimes you're forced to try. But yeah,
on St. Patrick's Day, we had our back house printer go down about halfway through the rush, and we, with quick thinking, we all were like, okay, we're going to handwrite everything.
Yep.
So we handwrote all the tickets and just kept everything flowing smoothly. You couldn't tell the printer was down for a few hours.
Once we got the rhythm back up and everything, it was great.
Yeah,
there's always a way. You just got to take some time to find it.
I love the crew that we have.
Open a business, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Oh, and
it is.
To your point, though, as soon as I retired, I was thinking, well, I need a challenge. All right, John. Well, pick something.
So you chose restaurant.
Pick something that'll make you a challenge. Okay, well, maybe a restaurant. Oh, that's fine, John. Maybe a franchise. Maybe something along that line. No, that's not difficult enough. Let's make it a mom and pop. Okay, well, American food then, right? Everybody eats. No, that's too easy. No, let's do British food. And then on top of that, let's also have the gluten-free aspect of it, because I need a really good challenge. And everybody's going, don't do it. Nope. It's like that moth to a flame. I can touch that. But it's been a great journey. It's been the journey is far from over. I mean, it's a good time. With the World Cup coming up, we're very excited.
Oh yeah, that. I bet you are.
We have we're installing a third screen outside on the patio.
Oh, cool!
So we can do outdoor matches. We have two on the inside. We just finagled the licensing for airing that, so that all worked out perfectly. We're coming up with some specialty drinks for the occasion. It's going to be a good time. And summer is usually a really good time at the pond anyway, because we get so many people that come through there. The first thing we did when we bought the place was we ripped out the brick and the mulch that was on the side. They had three little tables that you probably remember. And we've put in a finished brick patio and a deck right next to it. We were going to do brick all the way back, but there's two big trees right there, and we would have killed the trees by cutting in the roots. So let's just go above it. Go over it. No big deal. Put it in fenced, met TABC compliance, good to go. And we've had parties out there, weddings out there. We had a proposal in the gazebo right next to us, and then they came over and partied with us afterwards.
They shut us down that night.
Yeah, they did. We had a wake one time.
We did. Yeah. That was a good time too.
Everyone needs gluten-free food.
So it's something for everybody. And now our catering team, headed up by Jose, is we're working with local food providers, our local food lunch catering concierge, and we're in with Southwest Airlines. We're at Louis Vuitton. We're at T-Mobile,
Crunchyroll, Spectrum.
Yeah.
I hear you just lost your Spirit contract though.
Even when you lose your Spirit, you'll pick it back. So there's always something to do. We're looking more now this year to focus on our own catering abilities.
Mhm.
We want to get our own gigs, offer a decent lunch that we can do pop-ups on site for, and bring that opportunity out there. It's funny, you see some people that knew about the restaurant when we go out to Fort Worth City Hall, and they're like, "Oh, that's too far for us to go, but you're right here and I work right here, so I'm going to get it."
Uh-huh.
And they'll load up for 2 or 3 meals and take it with them.
Last time we were at Fort Worth City Hall, we had a lady come out and she's like, "I can't get to your restaurant because it's too far, so I'm going to buy like 6 meals and take it
Yeah.
home with me." So sure enough,
Yes, ma'am, you will.
I was like, "I'm happy to help."
Proud to serve. Try a Scotch egg.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, this story is more awesome than I thought it was going to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. The quick Google search, a little LinkedIn here and there, a deep dive on Facebook. I'm like, all right, we got some stuff to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
So again, from across the pond, Terra Village Shopping Center, Colleyville address?
Colleyville,
Okay.
right on the border.
It's that Bermuda Triangle over there. Am I in Colleyville, Hearst, Euless, Bedford? Hell, there
Yeah.
might be a sliver of South Lake poking down. Where do you guys? Can people find you online?
We're online. We have we have a pretty decent Facebook page. We also have the website. The website ties right into it. The website, if you just Google "From Across the Pond," it'll pop right up. It's the first thing that pops up there. And it's we pack it in. If people are looking to come out and experience for the first time, maybe you should come on a weekday.
Mm-hmm.
Weekends get kind of
They
crazy.
get a little busy. We do offer a traditional British Sunday roast on Sunday that you as you would expect.
Yeah.
That sells out pretty quick. So we have some people that call and make, "Hey, can I reserve 3 or 4 of those?" Since you called ahead, yes, sir. People that want to come out and try us for the first time, I would recommend during the week. We also offer a poker night on Tuesdays.
Yep.
We offer a trivia night on Wednesday.
We're looking
We're
fill
looking
in
to fill
Thursday.
Thursday, but we haven't figured it out yet. So
We've talked about doing karaoke.
yeah, but nobody wants to hear me sing. So we're
That's fair.
Yeah.
But okay, like I said, I knew this conversation was going to go places. I am not disappointed in the least. But John, Jack, guys, I
Very
appreciate
nice to
you
meet
guys
Yeah.
coming out. This was so much fun. So, guys, again, from across the pond over in Colleyville in the Terra Village Shopping Center, just Google them and you'll find it. But like I say on every one of these, be sure to like, share, and follow, especially for these guys' sake and every other guest we have. And I'll catch you all on the next episode of DFW Grit.
Thank you.
Thank you.